Hey, it's Organic Chef. What's going on, everybody out there? Happy Thursday. As promised, I'm doing a demonstration this evening making a vegan #Alfredo sauce. And we're also doing a tomato sauce in the Deluxe cooking blender. Yeah! So let's get started. For this recipe, I'm keeping it simple. Ingredients that I have on hand at home. Going through, I'm using some broccoli, because my daughter loves broccoli. And some scrimp. Let me see, I do this every single time. Leeks, yellow onion, and I'm using the lentil hummus as a base for my vegan Alfredo sauce that I made the other day. Using what you have, being creative. This is key. You're at home, you have the time, right? Some peppers. I like to be colorful, so I'm using my peppers. Fresh garlic. And I have an herb spice mixture that I've included some turmeric in. That's how I'm gonna season my vegetables that I'm cooking with the shrimp today. So I've already got a pot of water boiling here. I'm gonna pop my pasta in. I didn't even show you the pasta. Pappardelle pasta. We're gonna pop in there. It cooks about 8 to 9 minutes. This is native to Tuscany, Italy. So this is what we're going with today. I went with this pasta. We used this at one of the restaurants that I used to work at. And it was used for a bolognese sauce. So, you know, the nice wide ribbons of this pasta is able to soak up and attach on with a nice thick sauce. So this is what we're using today. In you go. We also salted the water, so you know. Salt of the sea, right? I'm gonna move these things off my board so we can get going. I also have some basil and oregano to go in my sauce that I'm making in the blender. So this is the first time I'm actually making the sauce in the blender. Now with our sauce, I already have some vegetable stock that I made earlier over the weekend. So this is what we're using. I'm also going to use this stock also to help stretch out my lentil hummus to make my sauce. It's about 5 o'clock. Some people might be still coming home from work, but you can catch this live feed later on. So I'm just smashing the garlic. It releases the skin. Pampered Chef has a great garlic press. It also has a garlic peeler and slicer. It's actually on sale, I believe, this month of April. So if you have a lot of garlic to peel, or you don't like having the garlic all over your hands and things like that, you can also use a garlic press. So just with the back of the knife, and then you'll see like the skin just gracefully comes off. So I basically use about 5 cloves of garlic for this sauce. I'm gonna use some onions, just rough chopping it. No rhyme or reason. And trying to see. So I've got my onions cut here, and like I said, I'm just making a quick sauce. This is just for demonstration purposes. That's all. You know, obviously you can do more in quantity and make more, if that's what you need for whatever recipe that you're using at home. This is just for demonstration purposes. So our pasta is cooking. It's been in for about 4 minutes. I'm making room so I can actually show you. Hey, what's up, twin? Sherman in the house. Hope all is well, man, with your family. And everybody's good and the kids. moving this over to the side because I want you to see what I'm doing with this cooking blender here. So I hope you can see it. A little bit in view here, right? So basically, this is a great cooking blender. I'm making the sauce, as you can see, throwing in my garlic and my onions, right? I've got some crushed tomatoes, organic, that I'm gonna drop in there. I'm not using all of it. This is a 1 pound, 12 ounce can. That's good enough. Pouring in my stock. That's it for my stock. Then I've got my herbs. Oregano, basil, throwing it all in there. We're gonna do some salt, some pepper, and that's it. This is all I'm using for my sauce. I have a great base in using the vegetable stock that I made over the weekend. It has a mirepoix in it. It has bay leaf, so this sauce is gonna be great. It's gonna have a lot of aromatics, no worries. So I'm placing it on sauce, the sauce setting here. So sauce gives you heating up to 176 degrees. Since it's a heated blender, this will heat all by itself once I press this button. Ready? Here we go. That's it. So the rest of the vegetables I have, I'm gonna be using to make the vegetables that are gonna go into the pasta dish that we're making today, which I said we're making a vegan Alfredo sauce. I'm using the shrimp and the broccoli. We're using some leeks and some peppers, and we're gonna get it popping. It's looking good. I'm not gonna fret with it too much. I'm not gonna cook it, excuse me, the full time. I'm gonna undercook it a little bit, just so it's gonna keep cooking when I toss it in the sauce. Other than that, it's gonna be mushy, and that's not what you want. You want to have nice bite in your pasta. You want it to be al dente. So, leeks. Gotta wash the leeks. They are so dirty, so dirty. So I love leeks. I love using it in soups and sauces, things like that. I'm gonna use it today. So quick tip, make sure you wash them thoroughly, or else you're gonna have gritty, grindy dirt, and that's not what you want. I'm just cutting the ends, and that's it. That's all I'm using. So let's get the peppers cut. And I got my skillet here. I'm gonna turn my skillet up now. I'm gonna put some oil in there. I got some grapeseed oil that I'm using today. So we're just rough chopping. No rhyme or reason to this cut, other than the outcome of what I want my dish to look like. So I see everyone is enjoying the possibilities of being home with family, right? Such a good thing. I am enjoying it very much so. We have our moments. Small spaces in each other's faces. So there's our peppers. So here we go. Let's put some oil in our pan. So I'm using grapeseed oil, which has a great health benefits. It's good for the skin. This also has a good proponent for helping to heal wounds, and it's nutritious. Grapeseed oil. I'm also using my kale fiber today in my vegan Alfredo sauce today. I could put a little bit in here too. This actually has 8 grams of fiber, and it makes about 2 cups of kale. So you can't beat that. So infusing this in your foods, in your meals, smoothies, cakes, sauces, anything, the imagination as far as it can go. Just adding and implementing extra nutrition. And this month of April only, this is on sale with Pampered Chef at 30% off. And if you get the subscription, it's 30% off for a lifetime, or as long as you have your subscription. So really can't beat that. I got mine. You gonna get yours? So let's get our pasta. Perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm going to drain the pasta. I'm not rinsing it because I want that starch to help create and thicken my sauce. And I'm gonna keep some of the water from this pasta as well. Look how pretty they are. Love these ribbons, they're so pretty. So the heating mechanism is showing its temperature, is telling me that the sauce is at 93. So remember, it's supposed to get up to 176. So what I like about this cooking blender is that you're not babysitting your sauce over your stove through the cooking process, you know, sauteing, braising it, you know, adding all the ingredients. You're doing everything in one step, walking away or going ahead to go prep or cook something else. And, you know, while you're doing that, this is cooking on its own. You don't have to watch it, and you can time it perfectly for it to be done with everything else. Okay, my extra water that I'm going to use with my stock. Waste not anything in the kitchen when you're cooking. It's one of the best advice I can give you. You can always use it and incorporate it in something else, another meal, another recipe. Just gotta use your imagination, right? Let's see what our skillet's doing. It's heating up, it's heating up. So, as you know, with a skillet, you need, you know, pot holders, you need mitts and gloves and all that. So I got these from Pampered Chef. These are my silicone mitts. Love them, love them, love them. I think I just like doing this, I swear. So I'm able to easily pick up my cast iron skillet and transport it and move it how I need to work whatever I'm cooking. So that's really cool. These mitts are wonderful. Offered by Pampered Chef. These are oven mitts. Awesome. Love them, love them, love them. Baking, cooking, doing a skillet cooking does wonders. Love them. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna start sauteing my vegetables. I have the peppers, I have the onions, and I have some leeks. So in the pan they go. So the pan is sizzling. You probably can't hear it because the sauce is working. So if you can see it right now, the sauce is cooking. It's up to 102 degrees. It's going up to about 106 degrees. Tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, garlic, salt, pepper, herbs. I put oregano and basil, and then I'm gonna drizzle in some grapeseed oil just before it's done. Cooking, so I can do something else. So in the pan this goes. I have some dried herbs and some turmeric that I'm gonna be using right now that I showed you earlier. Smells fantastic in here, and you can see the steam coming from the blender as it cooks. It's up to about 106 degrees right now, so my sauce is almost done. I will taste it to see if it needs anything extra, any sugar, salt, pepper, but basically all that needs to be done at this time when the sauce is done is to season it to taste. I have my broccoli and my shrimp. I'm not putting it in now. I am now going to make my sauce from the hummus that I made in the blender last week. To thin it out, I'm gonna use some of the vegetable stock that we used earlier to make the sauce. Trusty whisk. Nice, it's coming together nice. Oh, you should see it, it looks so pretty. I'm about to show y'all. It looks fantastic and it smells great. So in this hummus, I put garlic and ginger, some fresh herbs. I'm gonna show you so you can see what I'm talking about making the sauce, the vegan Alfredo sauce that I'm making today. So as you can see, it's thickened up. It's thinned out from the stock. And don't forget, I'm still gonna use some of that starchy water from the pasta. Stay with me, stay with me. So I'm gonna turn down my skillet. Skillets are so versatile. You can use them on the stove. This is a great 10-inch skillet that I got through Pampered Chef. And what I like a lot about it is that it has high edges and it's deep. So I can bake in it, I can braise in it, I can cook in it, I can do all types of things. I can make sauces in it. This is the second sauce that I'm making in here. So now I get to make two sauces. This one I don't have to look at. This one I can pay attention to and work with it because it's a little more temperamental, right? I'm gonna add some of that starchy water. To that, we're gonna add our kale fiber. Told you I'm gonna put some in here. So we're at 118 degrees Fahrenheit. Put the rest of it in there. I'm gonna put some olive oil in there. Put the top back on. And that's it. So now I have that nice looking Alfredo that I was looking for with that kale. Smells terrific in here. I have the color and consistency that I was looking for. Now I can do my shrimp and my broccoli because I want my broccoli to stay nice and bright and green. And you want your shrimp to be succulent, you know, and juicy, and you don't want it to be rubbery and chewy. That's not a good shrimp. If you do get that in the restaurant, whenever we do go back, that means they had it out too long or they cooked it too long. Either one. You want a fresh shrimp, nice, succulent, and juicy to enjoy the whole, you know, dining or eating experience. Wild caught shrimp. I only eat wild caught fish. I do not eat meat. So just in case you're wondering, that's the type of shrimp that I use for this today. And 98% of all the ingredients, especially all the produce, are all organic and all non-GMO. Great health benefit properties, you know, in the food. And what I like about cooking this in the blender is that it keeps and holds all of the nutrients rather than cooking it out in a pot, transferring, everything's staying in the same vessel. Love that about this. Okay, so I have a nice green consistency. I'm gonna show you. It's a nice pretty color. That's what the kale did. It's a nice pretty color. So pretty. So we are gonna add our shrimp at this time, which is gonna add a little bit of liquid, and our broccoli. So since there's moisture in the shrimp and the broccoli, it's gonna thin it out some more. So as I've been cooking it, it's been thickening up more. So this is gonna even that out for me. Loving it. Kale fiber, enrichables. Pampered Chef, go get it. Order online, go to my website. All the information is on my Organic Chef #FreshIsBest page, or you can go to any one of my quarantine or virtual party groups that you can get from my page, and you can get all this information on there. On the Pampered Chef website, I have my own my own website through Pampered Chef, Talisha Crank Cappy. So if you're looking to order any items, you can order from me directly if you're not ordering from the party. Okay. Oh, this looks good. I think I moved it. So to let this sauce cook even further, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cover it. That's it. So let's see my sauce. It smells so good. So you can see the sauce. Look at that sauce, so pretty. It's at 129 degrees right now. Remember, the top temp is 176 for it to top off to be done. So that's all it takes. That's all it takes, real quick. This blender does everything. You can grind your own flour in here and make whole wheat pancakes from wheat berries. You can make your own breadcrumbs. You can, there's so many things this blender does. It's bad. Make peanut butter. You can make plant-based milk. It's just so versatile. It's just a great tool to have in the kitchen. You can make ice cream in it. You can do smoothies. This machine is the bomb. This is the #1 reason of why I joined Pampered Chef, because I was too thrown away by it, of all the great things that it does and how I can use it as an asset in my kitchen at home with my business for Organic Chef. It just won me over 1,000 times. So I'm gonna preach about it all day long because I really do enjoy this Deluxe cooking blender. So if you just joined me, hey, it's Anthony Borg. If you just joined, we're making a homemade tomato sauce in my cooking blender. On the stove, I'm cooking in my skillet. I made a vegan Alfredo sauce using the lentil hummus that I made last week in my blender that has a lot of ingredients in it. And we're sauteing and cooking with the sauce right now some shrimp and some broccoli. And we also have a pappardelle pasta that we're going to incorporate in just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So the sauce is at 135. We're almost there. It's almost done. So this sauce, I swear, is cooked in less than 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. That's it. So I'm gonna take a look at my broccoli and my shrimp. It smells so good. It smells wonderful. Okay, so I use my chopsticks to taste, so I'm gonna taste the sauce. Woo! I knocked it out the park with this sauce. This is 100% off the chain. Holy cow. That's some good stuff right there. First time I ever made this sauce. So, it's good. Get that recipe. Hope you're writing it down. Okay. Hey, it's Nicole. So Nicole, we're making, I use the other end of the sauce, by the way. So I'm tasting it. It does need like a little bit of sugar. So let's get some sugar. If you got sugar, if you got honey, whatever it is you got. Let me see if I'm gonna get. But the flavors are 100% there in this sauce. It tastes amazing. With simple ingredients. Don't overthink it. Keep things simple. But cooking is all trial and error. You do things as you go. You learn as you cook. The more you cook, the more you figure out the science of things and how they cook. Thanks, it looks yummy. Thank you. We're gonna put our pappardelle pasta in here. And we're just gonna combine it. This looks yummy. Holy Toledo's. Batman. Bang, zoom. Oh my gosh. And the little specks from the kale fiber. It's fantastic. So this will keep cooking all the way through. We're at about 142 degrees on our sauce. This will keep cooking, but I've actually turned it off for right now. And if it thickens up, I still have some starchy pasta water to put in here. So on standby. God be always thinking ahead. So that's it for that. We are going to do another taste test of the sauce to see. Oh, I'm gonna show you, Nicole. I keep bringing it in and out of the camera because I'm cooking. But the noise that you hear is my Deluxe cooking blender that I'm actually making the tomato sauce in right now. Takes about 20 minutes to cook, maybe 25. We're at 144 degrees. So I'm going to give it another taste. Woo! Boom. That's it right there. So I can taste the garlic, I can taste the herbs. The sauce is really good. So that's the noise that you hear. It is the Deluxe cooking blender, the demonstration that I'm doing today with that. So I like using, I'm sorry for the noise. It's off and on, I know. I'm not trying to yell. Okay, thank you, Nicole. So let's talk health properties, right? We can even walk away and I can sit down at my desk and we can go over health properties. How about that? This way you can hear. But I like to do these classes and teaching because we're in the kitchen and this is where we eat, this is where we make our food. But we'll go over some things really, really quick. Good. I got my stock. I didn't use all my stock, so I'm putting it back so we can use that for another recipe. Pampered Chef has great bowls and containers with tops and lids. So it has like huge batter bowls. So if you're not done with your batter, you know, it has another variation. Do that. It's just show you for a variation. Can't really put too much in here. I can mix in here sometimes something small. So Pampered Chef has thought about us working in the kitchen and being at home, being a home chef, and they have great tools and bowls that we can use that have lids. So you can still store it in your fridge, bring it out, and they're very, the dynamics of them are very slender, so they fit really nice in the fridge, and they look nice. This is good, but it's bulky, you know? Putting things away. Shelly, if you're just joining us, we are finishing up our cooking demonstration using our Deluxe cooking blender. It's about at 151. It tops off at finishing the sauce, making it at 176 degrees. We've made a pappardelle pasta with shrimp and broccoli and lots of herbs and some kale fiber from Pampered Chef and Richables. That's what we're doing today. So right now I'm cleaning up. And I talked about my silicone oven mitts that I got from Pampered Chef. These wonders, love them. So I'm gonna just briefly show you what I made today. Nice bright broccoli, succulent looking shrimp, in a vegan Alfredo sauce. Hold the cheese, no cheese in it. I made this from a lentil hummus that I made last week in this blender. Stay with me, come on, y'all keep up. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the health benefits and what I made today. So we're gonna go to my desk where I work at most of the time, where my computer's at, and I can go over some items with you as far as what we're cooking with today and how nutritious it is for us. Come on, you gotta go with me. Okay, stay with me, stay with me. So it's just about done. Okay, here at my desk, let me see if I can get my stand to come with me. Yeah, you can go live on your laptop, or your computer. Let's see if I could get you. Gotta hurry up too, because I know most times this thing will. Oh, you making shrimp today? That's what's up. Okay, so let's talk about health benefits, right? I'm gonna see where you can see me. Okay, so let's talk about garlic. I use garlic today. Really briefly, let's go over some healthy benefits of garlic. Garlic, it has lots of minerals and vitamins. It's full of magnesium, selenium, vitamin C, vitamin B6, and other antioxidants, and allicin. Greek physician Hippocrates prescribed it to treat all kinds of illnesses. Eating garlic, it may work to relax blood vessels and increase blood flow. Therefore, it's good for people who have high blood pressure. In a study, several studies were found that blood pressure was lowered by 10% when a participant took garlic. Wow. Keep in mind, that using a supplement, they had to give in doses of 600 to 1500 milligrams of aged garlic extract. So keep in mind that garlic is something that you can infuse into your daily cooking, and it's something that you have to be consistent at, because the more you use it, the more beneficial it is to your body. So this is equivalent to 4 cloves of garlic per day. So if you eat 4 cloves of garlic, and what you're eating, or you're taking a garlic extract supplement, this is truly beneficial for the body. It also helps with cardiovascular disease. Again, the key here is commitment. This is something that you have to incorporate in your everyday eating habits to create a healthy lifestyle. Garlic reduced the number of colds in participants that they experienced by 63%. Studies have also reported that the average health length of cold symptoms were reduced from 5 days to a day and a half from using garlic in their diet. So feel a cold coming on? Better eat some garlic. That's why it's so good in soups. The basis of soup, we use garlic. That's how I make my stock. They also said it's good with fatigue. It helps for athletic performance. This one I didn't know. Reduces exercise-induced fatigue. Wow, it says studies have shown that people with heart disease who took garlic oil for 6 weeks improved their peak heart rate by 12% and could exercise longer without feeling as tired. Good stuff. There's some evidence also that it helps reduce the risk of osteoporosis and osteoarthritis for us women here. So garlic is also helps to improve memory and combat Alzheimer's disease as a preventive measure, helping to reduce risk of brain disorders like dementia. It's also super good for the skin. It's antifungal and antibacterial. It's an antioxidant, and rubbing garlic on your skin, if you have like acne and things like that, it helps to improve the skin and prevent damage of free radicals. Garlic. I use turmeric today. So turmeric I use 2 ways. I used it in my sauce with the shrimp that I made, the vegan Alfredo, and I also used it last week when I made the lentil hummus. So it's good for cold and flu. Wrong one. Sorry about that. It has you go, Nicole, babe. Keep using that garlic. I don't care. I love garlic breath. So next, I use the turmeric, which has a compound in it called curcumin, and this is probably like one of the best roots of all time. It has so many health benefits. It helps to, it's believed that it'll help lower Scientists now believe that chronic low-level inflammation plays a major role in almost every chronic Western disease. Did you read that? Did you hear that? This includes heart disease, cancer, metabolic syndrome, Alzheimer's, and various degenerative conditions. This also helps to eliminate inflammation in the body. It helps your body fight foreign invaders and also has a role in repairing damage. I got you, powder. Oops, I got you, garlic powder. You got to get some fresh garlic too. It has more medicinal power, or what they call efficacy, than the powder form. Hurry up, hold on. I know I'm taking too long. I used pepper today. Unfortunately, curcumin is poorly absorbed into the body, so pepper helps it to absorb into the body for it to give you the benefits that it's supposed to get. So that is key. That you're including pepper in it, so it gets readily absorbed in the body. Curcumin is also fat soluble, so it may be a good idea to take it with a fatty meal. Did you hear what I said? Fat soluble. So it helps to eliminate fat. Are you kidding me? This is so awesome. Real quick. Curcumin may help reverse many steps in heart disease process. It helps improving the function of the endothelium, which is the lining of your blood vessels. It is well known that the endothelial dysfunction is a major driver of heart disease and involves an inability of your endothelium to regulate blood pressure, blood clotting, and various other factors. In one study randomly assigned to 121 people who were undergoing coronary artery bypass surgery, either a placebo or 4 grams of curcumin per day, a few days before and after the surgery. The curcumin group had a 65% decreased risk of experiencing a heart attack in the hospital. What? I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you, this is good stuff. I got some more stuff for him. Wait, hold on, Nicole. In a 30-day study in 44 men with lesions in their colon that sometimes turn cancerous, 4 grams of curcumin per day reduced the number of lesions by 40%. Maybe curcumin will be used along the conventional cancer treatment one day. It's too early to say for sure, but it looks promising and has been intensively studied for curcumin. It leads to several changes in the molecular level that may help prevent, perhaps, and can even treat cancer. So this is just some of the things about curcumin. Lastly, I will talk about ginger. The button just went off, the sauce is done, but before I go back, I just want to quickly go over these things with you. Ginger, it helps you recover from cold and flu. In 2013, researchers studied the effects of fresh and dried ginger on one respiratory virus in human cells. You hear what I said? What's going on right now? Pay attention. Also in 2013, a small study set up out to investigate the popularity of herbal medicine as a cold or flu treatment. After polling 300 pharmacy customers in 2 different locations, the researchers determined that 69% of those polled used herbal medicine, and that most of this group found it effective. Stay with me. It helps to relieve pain, inflammation. It helps to reduce pain right before menstruation. This is still ginger we're talking about. It helps with osteoporosis. It is determined, meanwhile, in 2017 review of 16 clinical trials determined that the cytochemical properties in ginger may combat inflammation. These authors are also call for further research into most effective dosages and the types of ginger extract. So I always say use fresh ginger. There's nothing better than using the natural source itself. But for some people, it's very potent, the ginger, the turmeric, you will choose to get a supplement. But if you do that, incorporate these things in your meals. And it really, really helps. It says that ginger extract may help with cardiovascular disease. It says antioxidants and other nutrients in ginger may help prevent and treat arthritis, inflammation, and various types of infections. Its potential to reduce the risk of diabetes and cancer and other health problems. We're still talking about ginger here. For example, one review found that a dosage of 5 grams or more can cause significant beneficial antiplatelet activity. Meanwhile, one study found that ginger extract helped reduce the occurrence of heart abnormalities among rats that was tested on with diabetes. So ginger does not provide protein or other nutrients, but it's an excellent source of antioxidants. Studies have shown that for this reason, ginger can reduce various types of oxidative stress. The body needs to eliminate free radicals to prevent them from causing cellular damage that can lead to a range of diseases, including cancer. Dietary antioxidants help the body get rid of free radicals. So this is just some of the stuff that we were talking about today when I was cooking, and some of the actual items and food that we used in the recipes that I used today in making the sauce and for the tomato sauce and making the sauce for the Alfredo. So the key is being consistent, incorporating these things in your diet. Incorporating these things in your diet on a regular basis so that your body can build from the natural ingredients that we're using. So let's see this sauce. I'm going to show you. Let me see. So this has a great tilt feature, because depending on what you're making, it has a nice lid handle for you to hold and remove. So I have this pan here just so you can see. Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess. It smells fantastic, holy cow. So it has a great, so if you can see in my spoon, it's that great sauce thickness that you get when you want to have a really nice sauce. That's what we created today. So without further ado, let's plate up. Let's put some sauce in our pan. Looks so pretty. Looks so pretty. Okay. And where's my thing at? I'm coming. There we go. So, I'm incorporating the noodles and the broccoli. Let's get some shrimp in here. Let's get some peppers. So we have a base sauce that we made for our Alfredo, but we also have our tomato sauce on the bottom. So as you can see, this is a truly rich dish. So here we go. Vegan Alfredo, pappardelle pasta, broccoli, shrimp, peppers, onions, homemade tomato sauce in the Deluxe cooking blender in about 30 minutes. Pasta builder in this, the longer you use this product, the better you will become at it. Like I said, this is the first time I made the sauce in here, and it came out fantastic. So Pampered Chef has great products and great items that you can use. Organic Chef has great tips for you for cooking and implementing nutrition in your everyday lifestyle, including the Pampered Chef Enrichables Kale Protein. So remember what we cooked today? Do the recipe. Let's get cooking. Get cooking, everybody out there. Start incorporating some healthy things into your diet to better your health, to boost your immune system, to live a healthy life. So from my home to yours, peace and blessings from Organic Chef. Hit me up, any questions that you may have. Shoot me a message via inbox, and I'll answer any questions that you have. Questions about the product, questions about recipes, about healthy eating. Hit me up. Peace and blessings. Love you all. Have a great day, everybody, and great evening with your family. God bless. Bye-bye.